What's up YouTube, Yu-Gi-Oh! Stickman here, bringing you the second video as promised of how I would like the deck to be. So the first thing is that I have a Night Beam in here. I really like this card. It's basically another MST, but it's only for set cards, and you can't activate it, like you can't chain that card in response, whereas MST you can chain it in response. So like let's see. Like if I MST or Compulse, you can chain it and pop my monster. But then Night Beam, if I Night Beam your Compulse, you can't do that. So I really like Night Beam. I put one in and sided the other one because Night Beam came into play during my last duel against a 6-Sam deck, and I beat the guy both times. But I only used Night Beam once, and I still really like it. But yeah, that's really just Night Beam, and I'm not sure about putting it at 2 though, because I think 5 MSTs is really excessive, so I'm gonna keep it down to 1. Next, let's see. You'll notice that Double Summon is not in the deck anymore. This is because I just dueled a guy in a match, and I did a single duel before that, and both times Double Summon came into my hand, and it was dead. And I realized that this card is going to be dead in my hand a lot more than I really think it is. And so I just took it out of the deck, and because originally I had 2 MSTs and a Night Beam, I put the other MST back in because I really like MST at 3. Then you'll also notice that I got rid of a Forbidden Dress, and that's because this deck, by adding a Forbidden Dress, if I had put 2 Forbidden Dresses into the deck, or if I were to do that at any point, that would make 2, 3, sorry, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry about that. But that would have made 9 cards plus the 3 Fiendish put in this deck that are focused on locking down the opponent, and that's not what this deck is about. So I decided that, you know, if I ever feel like I'm gonna need a Forbidden Dress, which I don't feel like I'll need one, then I'll just keep it at 1. I mean, I really don't feel like I'll need the Forbidden Dress though. Now I've played it on Death Pros more. And then I was gonna put in some Fiendish Chains, like I sided in 2 Fiendish Chain in this match 2 against the Karakuris, because the first game that I played was a single duel against 6-Sams, and it was actually the same guy that was that I was dueling, and I thought he was gonna play 6-Sams again for our second duel, but he changed it to Karakuris and made it a match, and so I was like, okay, well I tried doing the side anyway, but Karakuris, there's no real need to Fiendish anything. So and I realized there aren't a lot of decks like that, so I'm gonna keep so I decided to just leave the Fiendish Chain in my side because it ended up dead in my hand when I had it in against decks that didn't require a Fiendish Chain, especially considering I already run 2 Bottomless and 2 Compulse. So keeping it inside I think is probably the best decision. And then if I were to sub it in, it'd go in for the 2 Compulse and 1 of the Fiendish. And then Double Summon is right here. It was dead too many times in my deck, and so that's that. It's gone. This, I'm still keeping it there because I'm not quite sure. I don't even know what I would side that in for. I guess I would swap it with Night Beam probably. Because I mean, it can be good, but that's like getting Night Beam, and how no, that's like an exact case. That's the exact same case as Ritual Weapon, and so that was the problem that I had with this card is that you know, I'm hardly ever gonna draw it. Excuse me, I yawned. Is that I'm hardly ever going to draw the card, and when I do, chances are it's gonna be dead. So I just decided to keep it in the side, and then just like slide it in there for fun if I really want to, you know. The only reason I really added it is because I have the card and I think that it's a cool tech for the Gishki. It's not something to use though, like in competitive play. But yeah. The next thing you'll notice is that I have Shockmaster in here. That's because when I did my tin opening, I explained that I was going to keep the Shockmaster and put in my extra deck. Once again, I'll probably never make the Shockmaster because I'll never be able to keep 3 level 4s on the field considering how low each of their attacks are. um, so I really just have him in there for like if there happens to be a rare occasion. Because his art looks really cool because mine's a super and or is it an ultra, one of the two, but I just really like the art and just to fill up another spot in the extra deck. So I think that's that, and then Night Beam I'm keeping at one in deck, one inside, although I think the best decision is to take it out. What do you guys think? So you know what, I'm just gonna take it out. I don't care about what you think. No, but look at all these Blue Eyes reprints. I had, when they first came out, I had this one, this one, this one. I had 3 of each of these. I had 2 of these, and I eventually got the 3rd. And I had, this one was the coolest. I always wanted it. Same with this one. And I eventually got one of these. But somehow I managed to lose all 3, 6, 9, 10 of my Blue Eyes. I'm pretty sure they just like got stolen because when I was younger, when the show first came out, I like didn't know any better, and so I would take my cards to camp, especially considering since you know the show was the cool thing, it was the end thing. We were all kids back then, and we all were playing. Like you would think that place was a YCS, okay? Everyone, every little kid there was playing and dueling, and some kids were older, and so they had more experience and all this other stuff, and you know, me being a little kid, I would like not know how to properly take care and safeguard my cards. So I would either trade it away for something that I just thought was cool and ended up losing or not using ever in the future, or um, or I would just like lose my cards. And I think that's what happened because I had all 3 of these. 2 of them were in pretty bad shape. I had all 3 of these which were in great shape, where they were in my trade binder, but they're all of a sudden gone, so I'm pretty sure I just lost those a few years ago. Not like 3 as in few as in 3, but like when I was younger. But enough about Blue Eyes and their new supports. um so yeah, that's how the deck is gonna be. Hopefully in the future I need to get a Night Beam, 3 Fiendish, and I'm still debating the Forbidden Dress, although I think I'm just gonna keep that card on online. I'm not actually gonna, you know, get the card. So yeah. I'm gonna try and make it to my locals this weekend, guys. I'm not sure though, cause I got 2 projects and a test coming up. But I don't know. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Peace.